we're looking at prime icon Didier Drogba. 4-star, 4-star, 6'2", high work rates. Can play striker or centre forward. And as an overall card, he looks absolutely fantastic. Really good headering accuracy, great composure, fantastic finishing, shot power, great acceleration, sprint speed. In terms of traits, we've got nothing too crazy there, unfortunately. Gone for an engine today, and that's kind of to address the elephant in the room with that balance and agility. We'll talk about chemstyles, pricing, what I thought about the card, and much more at the end of the review on Footbin. But that being said, let's go jump into some gameplay, but have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So here's our opponent's team then. So with Drogba, we're going to be playing in our 4-2-2 setup. I have used his World Cup card. His World Cup card is currently out and as an SBC as well. So we'll be comparing him to that card, of course. There are a couple differences between him and his World Cup. The main one being the weak foot, as our opponent is kind of driven himself into a bit of a problem here. Give it straight to Drogba. One touch. Red timed it, unfortunately. But that's what we're going to be playing in. But yeah, the difference between him and his World Cup is the 5-star weak foot. We'll have a look at Drogba's set pieces quickly while we're here and see how good they are, if they're any good at all. So actually, they're not too bad. 94, 84, 84, and an 88 penalty. We'll call somebody over. The thing I like about Drogba in particular is he is basically an absolute powerhouse. You know what I mean by that? He's so strong. Very good at finishing. Do find him here. Little touch in. Oh, big old swing it in. Not a problem. Trying to find that space. Drogba, left foot, and a great little finish there. Off balance. Buries it with his left foot there. And so far, looking so good from Drogba. So dangerous. Especially up front. Got Drogba through. Left foot again. What a finish. With his left foot, he is right-footed and he's burying those at the moment. So clinical up front. Right, let's go counter-attack. Drogba on the ball. Little hold-up play. Bit of a poor pass there. It's a bit of a shame. Drogba's got the ball to Croy. Can he play it? Good pass in. Waiting for that overlap. Bit slow on the run there. He's got high work rates. Good interception. Nowhere to go. Reset the attack. Drogba on the edge. Go for that right foot outside the foot shot. Unlucky there, unfortunately. Having the trait would make him a bit better in those situations, that's for sure. Drogba picks the ball up. Good touch in. Turns the first touch into full sprint. He's very, very good at doing that. Going to hold that play a little bit clunky at times, I have noticed. I do like my small, agile players, so it is a little bit difficult to get used to him. It's a great pass. Use him as a dive and got the block, unfortunately. A little bit slow in terms of left stick dribbling. That is kind of be expected with somebody of his body build, height, and of course, being lengthy as well. Then Rudiger, little step over drag, it's passed in, right foot finish, and bang, there it is. He is unbelievably clinical in that box. Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. If you do that step over drag, you're going to get the space, and if you let him have a shot, he's going in 9 out of 10 times. And so far, really impressed as a definite #1 striker, so someone else to feed him the ball over the top, or if you wanted to play him in a little bit deeper to do the drop back in terms of come back and play the link-up striker, he's also very good at that, just because of how strong he is. Drogba on the ball, little 1-2, looking for that space running behind. Got him here. Trying to use that touch, we get pro again, using that strength. Bit of skill, looking for the situation, nowhere to go. Again, use that dribble. Oh, I tried to go through his legs there, but you can see he's just man marking the pass because good defending from him, I have to admit. Bit of skill again. Send him one way. Drogba! It's right at the keeper, unfortunately. But you can see just in terms of turning, a little bit lacking at times. So Drogba counter-attack. Drive them both forward. Use him as a dummy run. Open that space up for Cruyff. He takes a lovely shot and a good save from the keeper. Got one more attack just before half-time. Can we whip it in to Drogba? It's gone to back post. Nobody there, unfortunately. And that's half-time. So the only chances he's missed is that step over drive with the left foot and the power shot where I was just testing it. He moved the keeper, etc. But what he's offering up front is absolutely ridiculous in terms of just his ability to use his power, his pace, and breaking between the lines. Like I mentioned, his left stick dribbling is a little bit lacking, like in terms of like turning around one way and then turning around the other. It takes a little bit long to do that. But it is to be expected with this type of player. So it's nothing negative in that sense. Got option here. Drogba wants to make that run. Can we play it to him? Good pass out. Back in. Drogba with the phantom glide. Left foot. A great block. And he's offside, unfortunately. Options again. Drogba in between. Nearly got it to him there. That's something he's doing almost every single time with those work rates. Keeping that pressure on. Looking for the space. Reset the attack. Play it around. Drogba buries it. Thank you very much. So many good goals in this game with him. And that is a rage quit. Let's have a look at his performances. So we obviously missed a few chances with the goalkeeper movement. But he had 4 goals. In terms of dribbles, 18 dribbles, 14 complete. When he's running onto the ball, he's fantastic. Like I said, left it dribbling a little bit lacking at times. But shooting, we had a lot of shots of him. We're trying different angles. We're trying a power shot, goalkeeper movement, etc. But he is really, really clinical when you go for those standard shots. He puts in almost every single one. Passing, really good. 8 out of 8. Nothing too crazy. We weren't really using him in that type of role. But let's go jump onto footbin now. So Drogba's coming in about 560,000. I managed to get him from the mid/prime/World Cup player pick icon SBC that came out. But there is a big thing with him. So he has an SBC of a World Cup. Yes, it's cheaper. You are looking at the card in comparisons. It's +2 on pace, +1 overall. But he has a 5-star weak foot. And I do think that's really important, especially at this stage in the game. The SBC is kind of about 577,000 coins at the moment. But you could definitely do that cheaper with, obviously, foot birthday swaps and everything else is out. So if you want to buy the card off the market, it's 386. The reason why his prime is so much more is because we haven't had that many SBCs that include primes and etc. But it's one of those. So it is something like whether to buy the prime or the World Cup, go for the World Cup in my opinion. Just because you can do it with fodder if you've got it. Not only that, you can also do it with... in terms of weak foot, really important. And the coins are cheaper. So he's going to be on the market as an SBC, if not buy him off the market. In terms of chemstyles on this one, I went for an engine and it was ready to boost our agility and balance, and he still feels a little bit clunky, if I will be honest. And that is a little bit annoying, but it is to be expected with a card who is 6'2", has a high average body type and a low agility and balance. So it's always something to remember with this type of card that he will struggle in those situations. In terms of another one, people are saying Hunter. I don't think it's worth it personally. It just seems to be a waste of a chem style. You won't notice the +4s on his shooting, I'll be honest. And you might notice +8 maybe, but it depends on gameplay. So I do think engine is still the best way to go. But overall, really, really clinical. An absolute bully up front. And what I mean by that is he uses his strength. He uses his ability to hold off players, and left foot or right foot, doesn't matter. We saw he got 2 goals of his left foot, a couple goals of his right foot. And just overall, an absolute bully to defenders. He will struggle against some of the top tiers at times, but 9 out of 10, he's definitely going to get the goal. If you see it, there's an opportunity, he's going to bury it. I really like this card. In terms of prices, I do think he'll be cheaper than his World Cup card in a couple of weeks, maybe a month's time, because of how we're getting closer to the end of FIFA. Team of the season's around the corner, prices seem to go down. EA go a bit crazy with the SBCs that come out. So that's something to consider. If you're looking between this one and the World Cup, go for the World Cup. Even if you were to complete his SBC, go for it. If you buy him off the market, still the World Cup one. But as always, if you have any more questions about this card or any other card, please comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. See you.